Alright, Shalom. Alright, first and foremost, we're going to turn the face east. Give all praise to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakabadash.
double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who still the will, and peace bless to the elect, you know. We brothers of Great Millstone, Mississippi. Yeah, alright.
So what we're going to go into today, is street teaching. Is go into the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom which is going to be on earth. Alright, because there's a big misconception, especially with these Christians, when they talk about heaven. They speak about the spiritual realm. They speak of heaven as being the spiritual realm where the spirits go when they die. Okay, matter of fact, let's get that. That means how the spirit goes with them. Turn to that page. Let's get that to Job, 3rd chapter. Talk about where we go. You see, there's a big misconception when it comes to Christianity. And the brother, Elder Nazazazba, had made a statement. There was a heavy statement. He said Christianity is the reason why no one understands the Bible. Okay?
Man, that's true.
Christianity has people more confused about the Bible than the atheists, man.
Yep.
Okay?
Facts.
So that's why the Lord set up his prophets to teach the truth concerning the kingdom. All right, we're going to get into these things now. The Christian mindset of the kingdom is the spiritual realm where you're in the celestial form as an angel. Okay? They think that's the kingdom. They think that's the reward, all right, that the scriptures are speaking of. No, the reward is ruling the earth in righteousness.
That's right.
That's the reward, all right, of this ministry, man. Yeah.
All right. This Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 21. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth?
Yeah, so the spirit of man going to the spiritual realm. All spirits return to the Father of spirits, which is the Most High, when they die. And then they come back for judgment in the earth, whether good or bad. Okay? That's how this thing works. That's how reincarnation works. That's how judgment comes full circle, man. Okay? Go ahead. You got a Job.
Yeah, Job 3, you said you started.
Say 14.
This Job chapter 3.
They went weary rest from.
Okay. It's Job chapter 13. Job chapter 3. I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says verse 17. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest.
It says the wicked cease from troubling. Talking about the spiritual realm. After you die, the spirit goes to the spiritual realm. See, Esau, he can't do any damage on the spiritual realm. He has to be at ease. He has to be in order up there in the spiritual realm. So the wicked cease from trouble. Okay, when they kill these certain devils like these like Antiochus Epiphanes, when the Lord killed that nigga, he couldn't be a terror to Israel anymore because his spirit was back in the spiritual realm. So he had to cease from trouble. That's an example, man.
Right.
Okay, and the weary are at rest. Okay, you got people that are homeless, struggling to get something to eat day to day. Well, in the spiritual realm, they don't have that urge anymore. They're at rest. They don't have that panic and worry and anxiety about eating or being homeless because they're at rest. That's the spiritual realm. They go back to the Father, man. Yes,
It says, there the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor.
Yep.
The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master.
Yeah, because in this realm, okay, the person that's the oppressor, the person that's a ruler, when they go to the spiritual realm, they don't have that rank that they had in the earth. What's that dream you said you had that Edomite said when he went to the spiritual realm?
He was like, when he went to what people call heaven, he said white people were not important up there.
You see, you don't have that rank up there. You're not looked at as the savior and God. Okay, the Edomites go to the spiritual realm. But see, the spiritual realm, that's what Christians have confused as the kingdom. Nah, man. Okay, that's just that's just the cycle of spirits. That's just the dwelling for spirits until they're sent back into the earth, man. All right. So now let's get that in Acts 1 and 6. Let's get that in Acts 1 and 6.
I got two for you.
Yeah, you get to it.
Just real quick, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 9, and verse 27.
Yep.
I'm going to link it with the scripture here.
Yep.
Hebrews 9 and 27. And as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment.
Yep. You die once, then you go what, to the spiritual realm, and then you get your judgment. Then you play your judgment out under the sun, which is in the earth.
Yeah.
Okay, this is why, like them slaves that jumped off the slave boat, said they would rather die than go into captivity. Guess what? They was born in captivity. They couldn't escape their judgment. You see?
Came right back.
Yeah, they came right back into captivity. Those slaves that jumped off the boat or died on the way over here, guess what? They came, eventually they came back and was born into captivity. They came. That's how the Lord, all right, makes his judgment complete and perfect. Through reincarnation. Everybody gets their judgment, man. Go ahead.
Yep. And when it says once to die, that just means your spirit being one time in that particular body.
Yep.
But your spirit, like brother gets into, your spirit cycles back. You come back in another body. So you don't only live once. Clear that up. All right. All right, but this is going to explain that in Hebrews. This is 2 Ezra chapter 14, verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again.
Woo! After death shall judgment come, when we shall live again. Okay, and Esau's in his blessing. That's why you have a thing of generational wealth. Okay,
wow.
So you have, these Edomites. Okay, the scripture says what they're not in trouble as other men. All right, they return to the earth in power. You see, these Edomites, they say, suddenly, they live their life in wealth, and suddenly they go to the grave. Okay, then they come back in the same wealth. A lot of them come back to the same wealth or more. Okay, you go into Amshire, Bauer, all right, the first Rothschild. Okay, guess what? He started that banking cartel with his 5 sons, and now what? They have expanded every generation. So those same spirits come back in their family with more wealth. Okay, but guess what? Those same. That's why in hell shall you lift your eyes. What's this? The Lazarus parable. They were talking about a condition. Okay, that means every time they come back to the earth, all right, when they lift their eyes, when they're born, when they open their eyes, they're going to be in slavery, man. Okay? The Lord's judgment play out in the earth, man. Yeah. Not some eternal place underground called hell, and not in the spiritual realm. Judgment ain't played out there. Judgment is played out in the earth through these conditions, man. That's why we have these bodies to feel pain, to feel anxiety, to feel hurt. That's for the Lord's judgment, man. You see? But in the kingdom, Israelites will not feel it anymore. We're going to be the first and only nation to get those glorified bodies, man. That's going into the reward of the kingdom. That's going into the promise that was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Okay? You got something?
Yeah. I was going to start at the verse before that.
Yeah.
And then I was going to link to another verse.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 14, verse 34. It says, therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy.
After death, you shall obtain mercy. Okay? So,
yeah. So, like you said, after death you shall obtain mercy. Well, another misconception that people, especially Christians, have is you only live once. So why would the Lord show mercy after death if you only live once? You come back in your, like the brother's going into, your reincarnation and your cycle, and whatever judgment the Lord has for you, that's what you live out. But those, like you said, you reform your heart, which is your mind, and you follow after the Lord, when you come back, He's going to have mercy upon you.
Hey, look, this is the time where the Lord is going to have mercy upon His people. You see, we've been dealing with the Lord's wrath. Reincarnation after reincarnation. This is the generation of mercy. This is the generation that's going to see the Lord's mercy, man. What's that real quick in 2 Corinthians 6 and 1 in the 7th time? 6 and 2. 1 Corinthians 6 and 2. See, now we're in a time of mercy because, see, we came in all our reincarnation. And this is the last one, man. Okay? This the last one. All right? We're going to be completed. And we're going to be perfected. We're up there late. We're going to be perfected this time, man. Like this, the Lord going to show mercy in this reincarnation, man. You know? In this era. Yes, more. Get down, bro.
So this Deuteronomy 5, verse 9 and 10, it says, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments."
Yeah, so you judge when you come back, you know, the third and fourth generation. That's a cycle of spirits, man. The third and fourth generation, you come back. Okay? This is why you see every few often, all right, you will see, you know, certain key figures, you know, that do things like other key figures, man. You know? That's why you can go into Adam, you know, Isaac, all right, King Solomon, you know, Howard Shah, you can link them up.
Yeah.
Moses, all right, King David, Peter, you know, because you go into the book of Acts, that's all Peter was quoting from the book of Psalms, man. You know, the first few chapters in the book of Acts, he quoted a lot of Psalms, man.
And who wrote the song?
You see?
You know? It's even you know, videos on YouTube. Cause see, he knows about reincarnation. They'll show you different people from like the 1900s, you know, late 1800s, but how he resembles certain people today, even different things they did.
Yeah.
You know, there's videos like that on YouTube, man. So reincarnation is a very real thing, you know. That's why history repeats itself. You know?
When they compare Prince to Mozart.
Yeah, Mozart.
Yeah. But being, you know, Prince playing all the instruments, like he would play his whole album, man.
Look how he dressed too.
Yep. Who else to do that? You see? You got something? Hey, let's get that. Let's get Mark about 1 to 14. Let's get that Acts 1 to 6. But now we're going to go into the kingdom of heaven. All right, which is the kingdom of Israel, man. All right, heaven. All right, it's going to be a place. All right, paradise, man. Heaven is also a place of rulership. Okay. Yeah. Get there real quick. Yeah, before we get there.
2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2.
Yep.
For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted.
Yep. So the Lord has heard us in the time of sickness. It's the time of mercy. Okay. Because Scripture say in his wrath he smote us. All right. But in his mercy he will have favor. Now we're in the time of the Lord's favor, man. Okay. This thing is all about time. The Bible is all about rulership going up and coming down, and it's all according to the Lord's timing, man. All right? So now we're in that acceptable time, man. That's why we're becoming acceptable to you. How about Shema Shah? This is why this word is purging us and refining us day by day, because we're becoming acceptable for these blessings, man. For rulership, man. Go ahead.
And in the day of salvation have I succored thee.
Yep.
Behold, now is the day of salvation.
Yep, in the day of salvation have I secured thee, all right, or aided thee, you know, or helped thee, man. Okay, safety. You see, now the Lord is finna intervene, because for the longest, what it says how it thought Esau thought the Most High was at himself.
Yes, since one is thyself.
Yeah, because he's been able to just have his way. He's been able to just, because he just engineered the nigga. He engineered the nigga woman. Esau had just been hands-on with just having his way with our people, man. Enchanting them, beating them, killing them, poisoning them. He's been having his way. But now the Lord is intervening, and now this word has taken these enchantments off us, man. Now, all right, them buds, the chains off our mind has been loose, man. Okay? Just like Lazarus, man. When Lazarus was brought out of the grave, and then what? The Howard Shah demanded that he be loose, that them bands be loosed off of him, man. That's us now, man. We're back, we're resurrected in Yahweh Shah, man. Why? Because it's time to rule. Go ahead. Get the Mark 1:14.
Mark chapter 1, verse 14. Now after that, John was put in prison. Yahweh came into Galilee, preaching the gospel of the kingdom of the Most High.
Preaching the gospel of the kingdom of the Most High. The kingdom. Preaching the gospel, which is the good news. The kingdom of the Most High. The good news was he was telling people that was impoverished and in slavery and in captivity, that they was going to rule. That's the good news. What better news could you have as a slave than to get the news that you're going to be in rulership, man? Okay? That you're going to have the power over the people that have power over you. That's the good news.
Yep. And you're going to have it for eternity.
For eternity. You see? Read that. Then jump to Isaiah 14:1.
And saying, the time is fulfilled, and the kingdom of the Most High is at hand.
The kingdom of the Most High is at hand. Go ahead.
Repent ye and believe the gospel.
Repent you and believe the good news. So do you believe that Yahweh Shai is going to usher in the kingdom on the earth, the throne of David? This is what believing the gospel is about. Believing in the rulership. Okay? Our forefathers, they understood that. That's why you get that Acts 1:6 real quick, and then you get yours.
This is Acts chapter 1, verse 6.
Yep.
When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Wait a minute. Why Yahweh Shai didn't check them, man? They said, now will I restore the kingdom, which is the dominion, to Israel. Will you restore the power back to Israel? That's what they was asking. Will you restore the rulership that King David had? Will you restore that era back, man?
Yep.
That's what they were speaking of, man. That's why Yahweh Shai is going to sit on what? The throne of David. That represents an earthly rulership. Okay? So this is what our forefathers was inquiring about. And this was after Yahweh Shai had broke bread with them in the scriptures and opened them up in the understanding. So they had the understanding. And what did they ask for? The kingdom to be restored to Israel. King is a king's domain or domicile. What is domicile? It's land. Okay? Where is land and in the earth? Okay? You don't have continents in the spiritual realm. Okay? This is in the earth. You can only have a kingdom in the earth, a king's domain, a king's domicile, man. Okay?
The Lord said he made the earth to be inhabited.
Yeah.
So why would he have a kingdom in the heavens if the earth was supposed to be inhabited?
Yeah.
Second Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 7, and verse 32. And the earth shall restore those that are asleep in her. Read again. And the earth shall restore those that are asleep in her. That's reincarnation. And the earth shall restore those that are asleep in her. And so shall the dust, those that dwell in silence, come back to the earth. And the secret places shall deliver those souls that were committed unto them. The spirit world. You know, so we all came back. There's a point though. Verse 33. And the Most High shall appear upon the seat of judgment, and misery shall pass away, and the long suffering shall have an end.
This is Yahweh Shai. That's how the Most High is going to appear on the earth through his son, Yahweh Shai. Okay, because Yahweh Shai said that he comes in his own glory, the glory of his Father, and the glory of the holy angels. Okay? So the Yahweh Shai is going to appear on the judgment seat, on the chariot. He's going to be getting busy. He's going to be going to work. He's going to be doing the job of the king is what? To judge. That's why people are going to be getting that smoke. That's why he's going to run through the heathen military, beginning with NATO EU in America, man. The beast, the dragon. Okay, go ahead.
That was it on that.
Okay, bro. Yeah. Well, keep reading on it. Okay,
come on. All right, back in Second Ezra, chapter 7. Second Ezra, chapter 7, and verse 34.
Yeah.
But judgment only shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong.
Yeah, so judgment only gonna remain. See, it's gonna come a time where the Lord's gonna stop talking. This is how the Lord is pleased with his people through the prophets. But when the prophets are pulled back, okay, when the famine of the word, the only thing that's going to be out here is judgment, man. Judgment only shall remain. It then said faith shall wax strong. Why? Because everything we prophesied about It's going to be happening in real time, man. Okay? Brothers going to be getting spiritual power. Brothers going to be eaten by miracles, man. Okay? The sea hip going to be made mandatory, man. Okay? All these things are going to be happening, and our faith is going to be waxing strong, man. But it says on the flip side, the earth going to be barren in faith. Everybody that did receive this word during this grace period and started to apply it, guess what? You're going to be barren in faith, man. Okay, go ahead.
And the work shall follow, and the reward shall be showed.
And the reward shall be showed. Okay? And the reward is power. Okay? As a man, the top reward you can get as a man is power. That's why when you go into these great conquerors, you know, you can tell they will become obsessed with power. See? When you go into these great conquerors and they started going on their runs, they become obsessed with power. What is Esau trying to do with his NWO? Gain more power. That's the reward for the Israelite man to come, is power, authority. What do the Israelite man lack the most? Niggas got money. Niggas are popular. Okay? Yeah. Niggas got women. Niggas got heathens. Niggas, you got foreign women. But what does Jake lack? Power. Okay? You seen that nigga Look Baby. You know? Edomite hugged up all on him on the little boat. Little billionaire Edomite hugging on him. Meek Mill. Okay? This nigga doing the bunny hop on the tennis court for an Edomite. Okay? Them niggas don't got no power. Mayweather going to court. Okay? Daughter is a goddamn thought with a degenerate nigga. They don't have no power. Okay? Jay-Z, them niggas don't have no power, man. That's going to be the real reward, that power. It's going to begin with that spiritual power in the time of chaos. That's the beginning of that reward, man. Go ahead.
And the work shall follow, and the reward shall be showed,
Yep.
and the good deeds shall be enforced,
Yep.
and wicked deeds shall bear no rule.
Wicked deeds shall bear no rule. Because all this wickedness that people have done, guess what? You're not going to have no authority against that judgment that's to come. All because right now, the scripture say righteous judgment is slack. But when the transition to kingdom, as we get more and more into the transition, the Lord's finna start Xing out people, man. Judgment gonna increase, man. Because he's finna usher in the righteous kingdom. There's a lot of spirits that gotta get out of here, man.
Say you don't gather out of his kingdom.
Yeah.
All things are good.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what the king will do. Okay?
That's scatter all evil with his eyes.
Woo!
You know?
And it's gonna be them chariots.
Woo! Yeah. Damn.
See? You got it, bro.
It's Matthew 19:27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Yeah. So now Peter is asking, what shall he have for following him? He gave up everything. So he asked the Lord, like, what are we gonna get? Like, what's the payout, man? Go ahead.
And Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory,
Going back to reincarnation, the apostles are back.
ye also.
Okay? The ones that ain't back, guess what? They're gonna be resurrected in the time of your house shot.
That's right, bro.
Okay? They're gonna this is gonna play out. This is their acceptable time.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh shot finna sit on that throne with David, and the apostles finna sit on the thrones beside them, man. Okay? And then hey, we gonna see he gonna be on the left and right, you know, like you know? You gonna see like that's gonna really play out, man. That's why you gotta understand this is a literal transition of kingdoms, man. This ain't nothing new. Kingdoms always translated from one nation to another, man. Okay? And there was always events leading up to that translation, man. And we're in the middle of those events, man. Go ahead.
Ye also shall sit on upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah, so that lets you know, all right, that there's going to be a hierarchy in the kingdom. You know, there's going to be Israelites that's over other Israelites, man. Okay, and judging Israel, it just means that they're going to be the men that's going to be making those executive decisions in the kingdom, man. Okay, because Israel is going to be perfect. They're not going to need to be judged, all right, based on breaking the law. Okay, but there's certain decisions that's going to have to be made because it's going to be an actual functioning kingdom, man.
Yeah, when it comes like to dividing out land,
Yeah, yep.
you know, just like, you know,
Yep.
particular things.
Giving green lights, you know, just start inhabiting other planets. Like, you gotta go, it's gonna be an order before you just do that, man. You know? Go ahead.
And everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
And see, you gotta understand, we have joined our houses to Yahushua. Each brother that's joined with Yahushua, that's fully committed to this work, fully committed to this ministry, we have joined our house, all right, to the king that's to come. We're denouncing this king, Esau Edom, the God of this world, okay? And we're pledging our allegiance unto the king to come, okay? And when the new king see before war, what you will have alliances being made, okay? And we made ourselves an alliance to Yahushua. And Yahushua like, look, once I conquer, okay, you're going to get 100-fold of the things that you lost, all right? Because really ain't no such thing as lost in the truth, man. Because really we hate this world, so what are we going to lose? A life we hate? Okay? What the hell we going to plug back into the matrix to do? Plug back into the matrix for what, man? All right? To argue with the goddamn woman, okay? To pay half the light bill. The hell we going to plug back in here to do, man?
And it gets worse and worse by the second.
Yeah.
You know?
It's because pretty much the transformer community is the new trend. Like the elder said, it gets worse. Like, this is the beginning of the dark society that Esau wants to normalize, man. We're at the beginning of it, man. Okay? So we have to understand, man, if we hate this society now, all right, what this man plans on doing, okay, because Esau has no limit to his darkness, okay? He'll constantly push the envelope. Nah, go off and put an end to this man, okay? And it's going to be a real global reset in righteousness, man. You got it, bro.
You want to read that verse?
Yeah.
But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
Yeah, the last shall be first. Okay, and then first is going into rank. But right now, where last, the Israelite man has the lowest rank in the earth. You know, going back to I said earlier, these niggas can win these championships, get these tens of millions of dollars, billions of dollars. Guess what? They still subjugated to if they woman divorced them. Michael Jordan, his woman divorced him, got all that money. Okay? Tiger Woods, he dealt with that divorce. She got all that money. Okay? Blake Griffin, all these niggas, man. Okay? Showing you that you still have no rank. You see? The Israelite man is the last in rank because he's still subjugated to the nigga woman. No matter what these niggas have done, no matter what accomplishments they got, if they get the wrong Eve pregnant, it's over. One woman can ruin that nigga, man. And that shows the rank that we at as Israelite men. We at the bottom. But guess what? The first shall be last and the last shall be first. So we gotta be last so that prophecy can be fulfilled with us being first. So we really gotta embrace that shit being last, man. It is what it is. Fuck it. Yeah.
You want to be last in a wicked, failing society.
Yeah.
That's the balance.
Yeah.
All right. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 15. And the seventh angel sounded, and there was great voices in heaven saying,
Start at 14.
Good time. Revelation chapter 11 verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
This is the third world war. The second world war has happened. The third world war is coming quickly upon us, man. Things are aligned up as we speak. You know, you got even lately been having a lot of troops, okay, from America being stationed over there in the UAE, you know, to deal with the threat of Iran. You know, it's a lot of America and Iran, you know, little skirmishes and you know, interaction that's happening over there in the Gulf of Suez, man. Okay, the scripture told in Joel, said, "I will remove the northern army far from thee." Okay, I mean they're gonna be deported over there into the region of Saudi Arabia, man, to be all right in position to deal with Iran. Okay, and that's happening, man. This third war, because how does change come quick? Through war. Okay,
Yeah.
war is how change happens quick.
And that's really been the talk of the world, so to speak.
Yep.
You know, if you listen to different talk radio stations, now I've been listening to you know, it's called Super Talk down here, 97.3. They have a show called Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
You know, come on at midnight. But long story short, you know, they be having different episodes where they'll speak about where it's impossible for America to escape this war with Iran.
Yeah.
You know, like it's really no getting around it. They'll speak about that mainly, and also America making war with Russia.
Yeah.
Like it really ain't. There's no way around that situation. You know,
that's our prophecy, man. Okay, that's our prophecy. See, we pay attention to the war because it leads to this. This is why we pay attention to war, because we understand what it leads to, man. And Russia and Iran, you know, that's the spiritual Medo-Persian Empire of the day. Okay, the Persians being Iran, the Medes being Russia. Okay, just like the Medo-Persian Empire took down Babylon. Okay, in the ancient world, now the spiritual Medo-Persian Empire of Iran and Russia finna take this Babylon down, man. You see,
spiritual.
Yeah. Like you said, it's connected to that because the whole war is gonna usher in Yahweh Shah, the coming of Yahweh Shah, because the election scares to be saved. So it's gonna be the salvation going on during the midst of World War III. So going back to what you said about that's what it takes for prophecy to be fulfilled. You know?
Revelation chapter 11, verse 15. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord.
Translation of kingdom, translation of empire. This is what the Bible is talking about, man. What Christians is talking about, the love of Jesus, the law of Christ, love everybody, this bullshit utopia, okay? Because a Christian is just on repeat from the 80s and 90s, man. They saying the same rhetoric, man. Nothing different. No solution to anything. They don't understand what the Bible is talking about. They just want to try to prove to us that there ain't no law, okay, and that everyone can be saved, but they don't know what people are being saved from, okay? And they don't understand the kingdom is being ushered in, and it's going to be war. Christians never talk about who they call Jesus coming back to make war. They never speak on that, man. Okay? They speak about a rapture. You know? With the rapture is the elect being delivered. And it's going to be in the midst of the chaos, not before, man. We're going to be delivered right before the missiles hit, man. You know? That's scripture. Go ahead.
The kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Yahweh and of his Hamashiach.
Yeah.
And he shall reign forever and ever.
He shall reign forever and ever. The everlasting kingdom of Yahweh, the everlasting kingdom of Israel. That's why scripture says that the days of the man can be numbered, but the days of Israel is innumerable. Because we have an eternal kingdom, and no other nation has that, man. But every nation wants to stay in power. That's the glory of a man. If you are a man, you want a dynasty. Okay? If you're a king, you want your son to be king. You want your great-grandson to be kings. Great-great-great-grandson to be kings, man. Okay? If you're a man, you want your lineage to continue in power. And that's why he made that promise to David. That he will always have someone that's going to sit on that throne. Every man wants that. Okay? This is what Esau fighting for, to stay on the throne. Okay? But it wasn't promised to him. It was promised to us as Israelites, man. This thing is about power, man. Okay? You got it, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 25.
Yep.
But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
And we got to hold fast to the faith. Okay? And what do we have faith in? The victory. You know? We got to have faith that Yahweh Shai is coming with that victory, man. We got to have faith that it's written that the elect are going to receive the victory, man. We're going to have to make decisions based off this faith of what we believe. Brothers is going to be homeless, going to lose everything based off this faith, man. But we got in everything that we finna go through in the straight gate, we gotta hold on to that narrative of the victory, man, this promise, man. Okay? That's why I said we at war now, it's a spiritual war. All right? It's gonna be a dog fight for salvation, man. Okay? And the thing that's gonna keep driving us, man, is that faith of the victory, man. The faith of the promise, man. Okay? But if you don't understand what's happening, if you don't understand what's going on, like IUIC, they all over the place, man. They're getting worse. I don't know what you didn't tell them what they believe in, man. You know? Like we gotta have a clear understanding of what we're a part of and what we believe in. Okay?
You got no time to make mistakes in your doctrine.
Nah. It's too late in the game. You got it, bro.
Verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my words unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
To him will I give power over the nations. Somebody's going to be ruling over somebody, man. Somebody's going to be in rulership, and somebody going to captivity, man. This is the whole narrative, man, concerning the return of Yahweh Shai. Let's get that word power over the nation. Get that word power, I mean. Okay, where is this going to happen then? Because everybody just in the spiritual realm in heaven, and they celestial body floating around, okay, playing the harp, okay? Everybody is just perfect in heaven, and you know, in the spiritual realm, how is someone ruling over someone else, man? These things are going to play out in the earth. Go ahead.
Power. See,
hey, won't get that Isaiah, I think it's 45:17.
It says, power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases.
Yep.
Leave of permission, physical or mental power.
Yep.
But the point, it says the power of rule or government, the power of him whose will and commands must be submitted to by others and obeyed.
That's the power that Yahweh Shai is coming back with to give his men. Okay? He's going to put us into position where these nations got to obey. All right? Because guess what? These nations obeyed Esau. Mm-hmm. They obeyed the so-called white man, and what has he done? He has led the world into all-out rebellion against the Most High. Okay? But we're going to lead the world in righteousness, man. Okay? Well, everyone is going to have to submit, all right, to the laws and statutes and commandments of the Most High, man. They're going to have to submit to righteousness, man. Yahweh Shai is coming to give his men that power to govern the earth in righteousness, man. That's what being joint heirs is about, man. You know, people talk about being a joint heir. It's going to be a joint heir to a righteous rulership, man. Well, we're going to have the responsibility under Yahweh Shai to enforce righteousness in the earth, and we're going to have the power to execute that, man. That's why Isaac blessed Esau with the sword, so he will have power to execute wickedness in his kingdom, man, before he's judged, man. You know? Go ahead. Get some more definition. Yeah. Okay. What you got?
Man, that's what I was going to come and ask y'all about, man. I was going to ask y'all to pray for me and all men trying to walk upright in God and have protection around them as we seek truth. Which I walk right into it. I'm good.
Okay.
That's good.
I walk right into it, brother.
Shalom,
Right,
you Israelite,
God
brother.
protection around y'all.
Yeah, you an Israelite, brother. You got it, bro.
It says specifically the power of judicial decisions of authority to manage domestic affairs.
Woo! Authority to manage domestic affairs.
Wow.
Okay, this is going to be a functioning kingdom. Brothers are going to be over different provinces in the earth, enforcing the will of Yahweh Shai. Okay?
Because the domestic, it goes to what's internal of basically your house.
Yeah.
You know, and see the earth is that, you know, that's a part of the Lord's house.
Yeah.
But he's you know, giving it to different nations on the earth. But see, now we're gonna have possession over the house. You know, and the house has house rules.
Yeah.
You know, you got it, bro.
A thing subject to authority or rule, jurisdiction, a ruler, a human magistrate, the leading and more powerful among created beings, superior to man, spiritual potentate.
Yes, sir. Because see, the Yahweh Shai is going to get jurisdiction over the earth. Okay? He's going to divide their jurisdiction up. Okay? Like Esau, he got the earth divided up. That's why you got the EU nations, France, Britain, because you commit a crime in France, guess what? You're under the French jurisdiction. You commit a crime in Ireland, you're under the Ireland jurisdiction. Well, in the kingdom, okay, you break a law in this brother's province, you're under his jurisdiction.
That's why Eve couldn't do what she wanted to do. She wanted to be by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, this is what the Lord is grooming us for, man. And Christianity didn't talk like this, man. And them niggas in Christianity, them weak, passive ass niggas, effeminate men in Christianity, man, they not fit, man. Okay, they still being dominated by white Jesus and the goddamn woman. You got, bro. Get some more on it.
It just said the sign of regal authority of crime.
Yeah, regal authority of crime. Okay, that's when you have a shot. All right, that's when he said, Ezra talking about getting those crimes. Okay, those crimes will come with the responsibility for ruling the earth and righteousness, man. But we're going to be equipped, with the perfect wisdom, the perfect righteousness to do so eternally, man. You got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 12.
Yep.
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
Yep.
Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
You see, that's going to be Esau. Because, Esau is built in him to be rebellious. He's going to work out his slavery. We're going to get that 1,000 years of labor out of him. But that's why we're going to have to get rid of Esau, man. Okay? He's going to have to perish, man, because he will always be a thorn in the kingdom, man. He was created to plot and scheme and wickedness, man. All right? And he's more crafty than any beast of the field, so he knows how to manipulate these heathens, man. You see? So, yeah, you got it, bro.
I was going to say that that perpetual hatred would never go away.
Yeah.
In the kingdom.
Yeah, even the hatred that he has for Jacob, because it's built in him. That's why he's going to be done away with, man. Because that's going to be the judgment for Esau Edom. Is after 1,000 years, man, we're going to get rid of Esau. We're going to get rid of that lineage of the Edomite, man. Okay? This is what the Bible is going into, man. Okay?
And that don't mean after we get rid of them on the earth, they're going to go to hell.
Nah,
You got the camps teaching that.
What? Go ahead.
The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
That's speaking of the earth.
Yeah.
Because the earth is his footstool.
That's it, bro.
All right? But, hey, these nukes are going to cleanse the earth. It's going to purge the earth, man.
Yep.
All right? The soil is going to get back to being fertile. Those Lebanon, that's where you get those cedar trees from, man. Okay? There's going to be a lot of construction. These heathens are going to be heavy into construction and mining natural resources, man. It's going to be one of the biggest industries in the beginning of our kingdom is construction and mining these natural resources, man. Okay? To glorify, to beautify the place of the Lord's feet, which is the earth, man. Go ahead.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
Yeah, and that's beginning with Esau, man. All right? And these other heathens. All right? Which means, hey, they descendants put us in captivity. All right? But guess what? We're finna put them in captivity.
That's right.
We're finna put their descendants in captivity, man. Okay, go ahead.
And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
They're gonna be in complete subjection, man. They're gonna have to bow down to their power, man. But they're gonna be stripped of all power. Yahweh Shai is coming to strip all these heathen nations of their power, man. Matter of fact, get that in Haggai 2:22. Yahweh Shai. You got it, bro.
And they shall call thee the city of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
That memorial. It's going to be understood, man, like how the Lord is going to upgrade us in the midst of these people. It's going to be understood that a higher power is dealing with those people, man. The Lord's going to be back dealing with these people on another level, man. Okay?
Because there ain't no way we can get ourselves out of this situation.
Nah.
And
then we so low, it will have to be divine intervention from another power to take us from what we are now to who we should. There is no practical way that we can do it. Esau has way too much power carnally for us to make an attempt to get out this situation, man. Okay? But the Lord is going to showcase his power by taking us from this low place and putting us in leadership, man. You know? What's the 2nd Samuel? 1 Samuel 2:7. Yeah, I want that.
This is Haggai 2:22.
Yep.
And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms,
Yep.
and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen.
Yeah, this is Yahweh Shai. He will overthrow the thrones of the heathens, their power, their authority, their jurisdiction. Okay? And the strength of the heathen, which is what? Their military.
That's right, bro.
Because that's your strength. It don't matter how much money you got, if you don't have no military to protect it, okay, it really ain't yours, man. All right? That's why America's been dominant for so long, because they're able to protect all their assets with their military, man. Okay? But Yahweh Shai is coming to destroy the strengths of kingdoms, which is their military, man. That's why war has to happen, man. Okay? Because after war, you can be left devastated, man. You know, when you go to war, you risk it everything. That's why leaders of nations try their best to avoid war, because they know, you know, they might not come back. Okay? They might not, it can be devastating. When you go to war, like, that shit can be devastating, man. You can lose everything, man. You see? So, Yahweh Shai is going to bring war to the earth. Okay? And he's going to lead these heathens with nothing. He's going to take the spirit out of them, man. Hey, you seen that last night in that fight? Hey, that's how it's going to be. You know? Yahweh Shai going to take the spirit out this place, man. He's going to knock the fight out this place, man. Okay? All this great rebellion. Because see, one thing about it, you got to deal. Now, all that talking before the fight, everybody, this nigga bum, he ain't fought nobody. This nigga, yeah, Errol Spence gonna do this, he gonna do that, he gonna do this and do that. But you gotta fight the fight. Now, this how the earth is. Quiet. This how Spence man is. Quiet than a motherfucker. What can you say? You ain't nothing to say. That's so when Yahweh Shai come back, that's why I say they shall shut their mouths at him. You see? You gonna have to shut. If you a heathen, you gonna have to shut the fuck up. You know? When Yahweh Shai comes back, you gonna have to sit your ass down, man.
And then they say they should, those that say they are Jews but are not, they're gonna come bending unto you and know that the Lord loved us.
Yeah.
So if they come bending unto us, that means they got put down, they humble.
Yeah, they tapped out. You know?
Right now they looking down on us.
The only thing, ain't no referee gonna call this fight off, man. Okay? You just gonna have to deal. You know? You got it, bro.
It says, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses and their riders shall come down.
Yep, and that's these fighter jets, man. Okay? And the chariots of Yahweh Shai are gonna get busy on Esau's military, man. And these heathens, man. They're gonna run through. All right? Ezra said at the moment he seen nothing but dust. You see? Powder, man.
Yeah, and even if we in a time in history where when you seeing these strange sightings, so-called UAP, UFO activity, basically the proof is irrefutable, then you will still have a fucking Edomite, on talk radio saying that they still believe that's a satellite from a foreign nation. You see a star, a so-called moving star. You know it ain't a star. And you know it's nothing else but besides what the scripture say it is, but then they say it's a satellite from a foreign. Well, we gonna see, man. Yeah. Like brother said, really when the Lord get down, all that talk gonna be over, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be a whole different energy.
Yep.
You see? And that's why I say the energy changed. Errol Spence got put on his ass. The energy he had in the press conference and on Twitter and shit. This shit, they were gone. When Yahweh Shai come put Esau on, when Yahweh Shai come put Esau on his ass, the energy gonna change in the earth, man.
Like you said earlier, that's one of them traumatizing fights.
Yeah.
gonna be a traumatizing moment for the organization.
Yeah, they had a movie that came out. It's starring Keanu Reeves, which is a remake. The movie's called The Day the Earth Stood Still, which the title for that movie, they really got it from the Psalms. It's like this literally taken from the Psalms, man. But the Lord gonna make the earth quiet before them when they come back, like brother getting into, man. You know?
Did for Alexander. What's saying the earth was quiet for him in the book of Maccabees, man. You know? How it was for King David. But King David said that as soon as the heathens hear, you know, they shall be they should obey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit. At the gate, goddamn. Shit, start drawing up the terms of peace, man. You know? We get back to that era, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's why we not here to argue with you Christians about whether you can eat some goddamn Jimmy Dean sausage or not, man. Alright? Eat all you want, nigga. You know? We moving on.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right, bro.
You got it, bro.
It says everyone and the horses and their riders shall come down, everyone by the sword of his brother.
Yep, because there's gonna be a world war where these nations are already gonna be fighting each other. Alright? You're gonna have because the EU and America and Russia, those are all Edomites. They're gonna be in it. They're brothers. Okay? You got India and Pakistan, them Edomites, them brothers. Okay? South Korea, North Korea, them Moabites, and they brothers. Everyone by the sword of his brother let you know he's gonna do this during World War III. Okay? Okay, come. You got it.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 8. He raised up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
Yeah, because right now we're in the position of a beggar. When you go put in a job application, you're begging someone to hire you, man. Okay? When you go to a car lot, you're begging someone to give you a car. That's why you got to do the credit score application. Okay? If you will have to apply for something, you're a beggar. See? You got house. All right? You know, you got to beg to get a loan from the bank. Go through the process. You're begging. Okay? We're in the position of beggars, man. All right? But he said he's going to lift the beggar up from the dunghill, which is a place of dishonor, and sit us in the place of honor. This is going to be the greatest promotion in the earth has ever seen, man. Okay? This is what we're a part of, man. All right? That's why we ain't got games and gimmicks for you niggas, man. All right? And we hate nigga culture because it's so goddamn counterproductive, man. That shit is in the way. Westernization, that shit is very counterproductive, all right, for the kingdom that we hope to come, man. Okay? You got it, bro.
For the pillars of the earth are Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Yep.
and he has set the world upon them.
Yep, go ahead.
He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness.
Yep, wicked shall be silent in darkness. Gonna be quiet. Quiet. You can imagine the sports bar all the Spinks fans last night. Shit was quiet. I remember when Diaz first beat McGregor. You know, McGregor he had his fans, he'd be like, ole, 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 ole. It was a Buffalo Wild Wing. You know? So me and my wife and them, and when Diaz choked him out, quiet. Both was looking at each other, looking at the screen. Yeah, it happened. The shit real. Everybody got all these opinions until it go down. Yeah. See, Earl gonna do this. See, he gonna in the 5th round, he gonna do this. And then when that shit don't be working, you know, when that shit don't work, like all these preppers think they prep for all these circumstances.
Yeah.
When that shit don't work,
Pass the dial.
yeah. When that shit don't work, you know,
Yeah.
because you seen the game plan went out the window. You seen that and that fight is a representation of how this shit finna be. People just finna be overwhelmed.
Man,
Yeah, you gonna be overwhelmed. Like you didn't plan for this part of it.
You can tell in Spring's eyes he was in the place that he ain't never been before. You can look in his eyes, he was in a place that he ain't never been dominated like that. This is how prophecy gonna do the earth.
Yep.
It's just gonna dominate the earth.
That's right, bro.
You know? What's that in Isaiah 13? So their faces shall be blackness, as blackness. You know, you get that Isaiah, I think 13, maybe 9. You finish that, bro.
It's Revelation 6, verse 14.
Yep.
And the heaven departed as a scroll when it was rolled together,
Yep, that's the nukes. Go ahead.
and every mountain and island were moved out of their place.
Yeah, it's the earth reeling to and fro. You know, these governments is going to be rocked. And the actual earth going to move to and fro like a drum, as you say, from the impact of all the missiles here, man. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
And this is what you call a contingency plan. You know, in case of a crisis or a disaster, all right, you already have your essential people that you're gonna want to preserve. You're gonna have the elites, okay? You're gonna have top physics and different scientists and the agriculture, and the engineers, the structural engineers. You're gonna have your basic labor servers down there, okay? They're gonna be in those underground cities, man. Okay, go ahead.
And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne.
Wait a minute. What you got? Now they saying hide us from him that sit on the throne, which is who? Yahweh Shai. Okay? When the Most High shall sit on the seat of judgment in 2nd Ezra, Yahweh Shai. Because see, Yahweh Shai is the Heavenly Father's champion. Okay? You see, when David fought Goliath was the champion of the Philistines. King David had to step up and be the champion for Israel. Okay? And everything was on the line. So for the rulership of the earth, the Heavenly Father is sending his champion, Yahweh Shai. Okay? Remember, Noah Yuval Harari, what he say? We can make the Most High mad as we want. He said, look, we can get immortal. We ain't got to wait for Jesus. Jesus say Jesus is fake news. You know? He said, we ain't got to wait for Jesus for immortality. We can get it from some guys in the lab.
We want to send a family. We can just create food.
Yeah, we can create food. We can create water. Yeah. So yeah, you got to keep the same energy.
Yeah.
When it gets, but this going to be to the part when they're overwhelmed. You know, and one thing about it, when something that you've been building on for decades gets destroyed in seconds, it should break your spirit.
Yep.
You know, I remember I had built we had put up this little gazebo in the back. It was like a little tin gazebo, and we had it built. We had the furniture under there. And shit, we would add to it. And then there was one storm came to that motherfucker, and that motherfucker was in the neighbor yard, goddamn. I came home, this shit, I was broken, goddamn. Hey, for all the time that shit, one storm come through that motherfucker, you know? But that's how it's gonna be when Yahweh Shai come through, he just be wrecking shit. All this shit that Esau done built up for these centuries, man, Yahweh Shai just gonna come wreck this shit, man.
Like a sandcastle.
Yeah, them satellites that you got with missiles and lasers in it, and deep direct energy weapons, Yahweh Shai gonna come wreck that shit instantly, man. Okay? Like Tyson say, everybody got a plan till you get hit in the mouth. Everybody got a strategy till you get your ass hit in the mouth, man. Okay?
And Sean, you gotta be nervous.
Yep.
Because on CNN and these other different news networks as well, they keep replaying the same clip that the Pentagon got of that one chariot.
Yep.
That which they have a lot of what they call classified documents and footage. They'll never show the American public. But he got to be nervous because why do you keep replaying the same damn clip? Because ultimately they know what's coming, and they're not equipped to deal with that. You got all types of video footage out there of so-called UFOs disarming missiles, man. and it was just vanished. Like, chariots show up, de-arm the missile, and it disappear. So you're not capable of dealing with that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's heavy, man. When you disarm, when someone takes away your go-to, you finish. When someone takes away the thing that you do the best, you're done.
There's no more defense.
Yeah. That's why this place is called the defenseless city, the village without walls, man. Go ahead.
It said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Who shall be able to stand? Okay? Who's going to be able to deal with your house shot head up, man? Who's going to stand in front of your house shot?
The day the earth stood still.
Yeah. Who's going to stand in front of him, man? When he come back with that power. Okay? Who's going to stand in front of his men when he come back with that power, man? You know, when he give those men his power. All right?
And it's funny, too, because the Lord gave Esau even the technology to build his military up. Just like you said, just to send his champion and break his spirit.
Yep.
So he gave you your blessing to the highest form that you can get, and it still ain't good enough.
Lord pour out too, man, because it's scripture in the Psalms, Psalms 68, and also you got Deuteronomy, the 33rd chapter. You know, things like towards the end, it speaks about how the Heavenly Father is our refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Not only do you have so-called UFOs, which are the chariots, not only do you have them in outer space, in the upper atmosphere, all right, where we can see them, they underwater too. That's why it says underneath are the everlasting arms. That's why they make movies like Battleship and, stuff like that. You had the one account of Christopher Columbus. He said when he saw those so-called UFOs come out the water, I want to say he saw like 3 of them, that he called them St. Elmo's fire. So the Lord's defense is everywhere. Like, you can't deal with that. They in the outer heavens, they in the upper atmosphere. The water's above us, and then they underneath the actual water too. You ain't ready, man. You got it, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 6. Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh Shai is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
And the destruction from the Almighty. Okay? Al-Shai is a terrible demon-like power, man. That means he's going to be tapped in. Like when certain athletes go into this mode, it's like they possess it. They just be in attack mode. That's how the Heavenly Father can come into earth, man. Just in straight attack mode, man. Okay? Only mercy for the elect. Everyone else, he's going to be in all-out attack mode, man. Okay? Walking you people ass down, man. Okay? He's going to be walking you people ass down. And well so. Because, hey, everybody's out of pocket. Everybody just doing way too much in this rebellion that we see against Yahweh Shai. The actions of the earth has got way too out of pocket, man. People think way too highly of themselves, man. Okay, go ahead.
Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Woo! Hey, all hands shall be faint. You see? And your heart, which is your mind, is going to melt. Okay? The Lord finna break people's spirits out here, man.
Yep, that's what that is.
The Lord finna break your spirit out here, man. We finna see some crazy ass faces out here. We finna see some people hurt, destroyed.
One time we was in Memphis.
Yeah.
We was walking on Bills.
Yeah. Sitting on the ground. Yeah. Defeated. You see?
Shit.
That's how the Lord finna bring it to the earth, man. The earth, hey, people's spirits are gonna be defeated, man. Go ahead.
And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them.
Yep.
They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth.
As a woman that travaileth, man. Severe agony. Okay? See, what people don't understand, the Most High is the top psychology, man. Who knows the human mind better than him? You think if Esau is on a certain level with this, what type of level you think the Most High is on?
Man.
Okay.
Yep.
Psychological warfare. What do you know? The Most High finna bring everything to you niggas, and you niggas begging for it.
Like,
You know? Yeah.
like in Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is happening. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Booty tell the Most High shoot. You know? Niggas begging for it.
Like you said, everybody got to keep that same energy
Yeah.
they got.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Man.
Go ahead.
They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be explained.
Their faces should be explained. Look at that in the NLT. See what they say.
Oh, what's that verse I just read?
Yeah.
Oh.
They should be amazed at one another, man. Okay? Unbelief. The Lord's going to bring things that's unbelievable. He's going to make statements. And you can tell Crawford on his mind last night, he was all about making a statement in that motherfucker, man. He had one thing on his mind, that's to make a motherfucking statement.
That's why the reporter asked him, how do you feel about this, being a historic fight? He was like, I ain't even worried about that. I'm just focused on the mission.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he said that. You know? So he focused on, he was locked in. He had one thing on his mind, that's to make these motherfuckers, make a motherfucking statement. And see, the reason why he was so amped up, because so many people was against him and just talking sideways, man. Like what's happening now with the Most High. Everybody just talking sideways, man. So now a statement got to be made.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, it's as if they getting away with it.
Yeah.
Like everybody can just, be reckless and just say what you want to say, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, since this word been going out, our people have been provoking the Most High to anger for years, man, for decades.
Yep.
Since the late 60s, early 70s up until now.
Yep.
And the hand's still stretched out to pull you out the fire.
Yep.
Well, you got to deal, man.
And see, he could have knocked Spinks out 34th round. But he just carried that nigga on. That's how it was with ancient Egypt. He kept hard Pharaoh hard. The Most High wanted another round with that nigga,
Yeah.
man.
10
Yeah.
rounds.
Yeah. We finna go the distance with your ass. I gotta show you.
Gotta take a few more of these.
Yeah, I gotta show you.
Boy, don't play, bro.
You know, that's how the Lord gonna do in this society, man. He gonna show you niggas, man. He gonna take you niggas the distance, man. You know? You got it, bro.
This is Isaiah 13:7 in the NLT. Every arm is paralyzed with fear. Every heart melts. And people are terrified. Pangs of anguish grip them like those of a woman in labor. They look helplessly at one another. Their faces are aflame with fear.
Through. Helpless at one another, man. Okay? No answer. You see? And that shit can seem like forever. I bet that shit seemed like forever last night, goddamn.
That's how the trainer was looking at him.
Yeah.
The big eyes, that was kind of big.
Yeah.
He was looking right at his face.
Yeah.
Couldn't say nothing.
Yeah.
They go to their corner.
Yeah.
I don't know if any other brothers seen that, but I don't know which round it was, but I know I seen his one of his trainers looking right at him.
Yeah.
Probably like, I ain't I can tell you not to get your ass
Shit,
whooped.
yeah. Shit helpless, like shit.
You out there, all right?
Yeah.
Every time they went and they were trying to put cream. Nah, they were trying to get all the blood off his face and everything. Yeah, but then when they went to Crawford, they just put cream on his face. That's it.
He was still locked in. One of them times, he was already standing up before the bell rung.
Yeah. That's how shot gonna be. So the day of vengeance burned in his heart. Okay? We finished it.
This is Isaiah 13:9 in the KJV. Behold, the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua coming, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
So that's the energy of how about Shemal Shah is gonna come into the earth. Cruelty. He finna do niggas cruel. Okay, he finna do you Edomites cruel, man. You see? He's coming to do damage. You know? That's why Jacob trouble. Hey, the Most High, that's when the Most High gonna take these niggas to distance, man. Okay? And when Yahweh Shah comes, that's just gonna be the KO. Okay? But the Jacob trouble, that's gonna be the Lord just dragging these rounds out, man. The 12th round, he's sitting your house trying to clean this shit up, man. All right?
It'll be like in a video game when you have a creative character and you just max everything, all the stats out on him. He just beat everybody.
Yeah. He got the major advantage. The house shot don't have that, man. You know?
Like you say, Esau going through all this stuff now. Like you say, it's just like a video game. If you're outside to find a boss, they ain't gonna never beat that game.
Nah. You gonna get stopped. And then you gonna turn the game off. You got it.
Well, we pray and hope y'all were edified, you know, through the Holy Spirit. All right, we're going to turn face the east. We're going to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone, still the will. Peace, bless the elect. A Bible ball.
Bible ball.
Kwame Yashua.
Kwame Yashua.
Shalom.
Shalom.